German suplex.
What do we want to talk about?
I am him. I am him.
Hey, it's the Red Carpet Ring featuring the Turnbuckle King, TBK. Got another good one for you guys today. I'm here on X for temporarily right now and also on YouTube. We're going to talk about last night Raw episode. Chad Gable snaps after losing Intercontinental title match to Sami Zayn. And then also, as usual, we'll have the bonus round of who will be the new women's champion. Who will be the next women's champion? We're definitely going to talk about Monday Night Raw, cover what's happened on Monday Night Raw for the episode of April 15th. There's some talk about these guys coming out today to see who came into the ring. Before we get into it, Mr. Goodbread Reaction, salute to you. Thanks for coming out, my brother. Then we got here Gerard, ORLA. Chad will have a decent heel run. We are going to definitely talk about that today. Definitely talk about Monday Night Raw and, of course, the bonus round. Do not want to miss it. But definitely. What else is going on? Gerard, you said Natalya hasn't signed her contract. Very, very interesting. I wonder why she hasn't signed yet. She's a WWE life longer, but that's definitely skeptical. But other than that, we will talk about it. But before we do, let's get into Raw. Let's talk about the whole episode. But before we begin the episode of Monday Night Raw, let's talk about the match card. You guys want to take a few moments to look over the match card. These are the match cards in segments that were advertised for that night. Now, we'll cover the main stuff of Raw, but definitely let's go over the match card temporarily. All right, we see here we got a tag team match. We got Cody Rhodes addressing Jey Uso versus Finn Balor. Intercontinental Championship match for the main event. Sami versus Chad Gable. Sheamus return. Andrade versus Dom. Rhea Ripley will address Liv Morgan's attack. And, of course, the tag team match of Ivy Nile and Maxine Dupree versus Candice LeRaes and Indy Hartwell. So, with that being said, see what else going on before we get into Raw. All right, let's get into Raw. Let's talk about it at the beginning. Now, the beginning of Monday Night Raw is a bittersweet one, to say the least. Yes, unfortunately, I heard these rumors online. I heard about it. This was hours before Monday Night Raw. And Rhea Ripley sustained an injury last week at the attack of Liv Morgan. Due to that attack, Rhea Ripley will be forced, unfortunately, to vacate her Women's World Championship. So it is true. She had to vacate it. And it said Rhea will be out of action for the foreseeable future and must vacate her title due to a right shoulder injury. As you guys see in the still, that her shoulder is in a sling. You guys can see that there. She cut out a good promo talking about how she was going to come for Liv. She was coming for blood. She said too, she was basically no one defeated her. You gotta give her due. But she did acknowledge saying that she thought she had more respect for Liv. Liv was gonna come after her, attack her like a coward. And she said she vowed to come back for a title, and anyone, whoever the women's world champion is, anyone in her path, They said whatever she does to them, she will end up in a Montreal prison, especially if Liv Morgan crossed her path. And then we saw Liv Morgan come out and stuff like that. They had to break them up. But this will be the last we see of Rhea Ripley. They have a little hug Judgment Day backstage. And right there at the official moment, Rhea Ripley is no longer our Women's World Champion for Monday Night Raw. She has vacated the belt due to that. But I believe that she's not really injured. Now, we just saw Rhea Ripley tear the house down in the opening match of WrestleMania 40, night one against Becky Lynch. She did her thing. She didn't seem injured to me. She seemed like she was good. I believe this storyline, she's not really legit hurt. We see that with CM Punk as well, how he's really not injured when he attacked Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania. But other than that, I would say that Rhea's fine. I think something going on her visa, guys. That's what I think is going on. That's my opinion on that. Let's see what the comments say right now. Yep, Goodrest said it. Rhea Ripley storyline. I think Ray's story of Visa's up. I think so too. Gerard, I agree. When and where she's sustained an injury, I watch it and can't figure out what happened. I agree. That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's a real legit injury. Yes, I like Rhea's promo. She is a champ. Yes, it makes sense. Same thing happened with Trick and Dragunov. Forgot you don't know, Ilya Dragunov is the NXT champion, and he was supposed to have a match with Trick Williams initially. I think it was that right after deadline, and he was supposed to face him, but he couldn't due to an injury, and they had postponed a title match, which they did end up having. And I think it's the same thing with Ilya, who's also a foreigner. They didn't run the same storyline. I like her new look with hair. Yeah, I like her longer hair. I actually do. Yep. Dragunov took a week off to miss his title match. Absolutely. This is the storyline that they're running with Rhea Ripley. And she did mention she was champion for 380 days. So we got to give her her due. She has been, if not the most dominant women's champion of any brand. Raw, SmackDown, much more dominant when Io Sky was champion. So we'll take a moment to give Miss Rhea her due. Let's do that for a second. Definitely a well-deserved champion. But who knows? The bonus round is about what's going to happen next with the Women's World Championship. Now that Rhea has vacated her championship, we're going to see what happens next. What will the next move be since she vacated her title? So that is the segment for that. And Rhea goes off for now. But I do think it's a visa, by the way. So let's see what else happened on Monday Night Raw. Oh, that's right. We had a return, and it was Sheamus. Sheamus returns to WWE. He returned to the square circle for the first time since August 18th. And this is August 2023. It says it right there. The last time he did have a match. So I think it was right after Edge left, I believe. So yeah. Bell 5000, salute to you. Thanks for coming out. Dragunov is very well spoken as he speaks Russian, German, and English. Yeah, speaks very well. Hope Rhea keep this long hair look. Yeah. I don't know if she's gonna come back now. She's injured. Maybe she'll come with a new look. This new era, folks, keeping the belt for record number of days. That's true. But Sheamus, he didn't do nothing spectacular. He had his first match on Monday Night Raw. We know that he was previously a SmackDown superstar. He had a match with Edge, as Edge has his last match before he ruined his career, or what's left of it in AEW. But he did have a good match. He faced Ivar. He had a quick, it wasn't long, hit him with the white noise off the top rope. 1, 2, 3. Sheamus won a match. While you guys decide to see Sheamus back in WWE after being gone for approximately 8 months with a neck injury, I'm glad he's back, But definitely, I'm glad to see him back. Gerard says Sheamus looked youthful, but his dad bod made him look sluggish. Yeah, Yeah, Sheamus is close to 50 now. I think he's like 40. I want to say 46, 47. I could be wrong. But then again, I could be right. I think honestly, I think he's 44, 45. Mid 40s. Can't wait to Chris Benoit come back. Well, keep on waiting. But yeah, keep the likes on. We got 12 people in here. Just keep the likes on. And if you on coming from X, I won't be on here much longer. I will do it just YouTube. We'll pull the plug at some point. But let's get the likes up as we are into Monday Night Raw, talking about Chad Gable, who snaps after losing the Intercontinental title match. Gerard said, I'm not happy they fed Ivar to Sheamus. Sheamus is 46. I knew he was getting up there, 44, 45, 46, pretty much. I knew he was getting up there in age. I didn't know exactly what it was per se, but I do know that he was getting up there. I knew he was getting up there in age, though. They said he's been in WWE celebrations for 17 years. Yes, injury was the neck. Definitely in the neck. Can you make it clap? Okay, Gerard, I'm here. YouTube Best Wrestling. Appreciate that, Gerard. Get the likes up. And this is a vertical live. Hit the like in the press the 3 dots in the right hand corner if you can't see the like button. But other than that, this was Sheamus come back. Yeah, I don't like that Ivar was fed to Sheamus either, but they had to do it. Sheamus is the veteran compared to him. But Ivar is a good competitor nonetheless. But let's get into the next segment of Monday Night Raw. So what happened next on Monday Night Raw? What was a good thing of the evening? Let's see what happened. Oh, yeah, that's right. We got brand new World Tag Team Championships. We had a title name change, brand new design. Let's see. Let's talk about it. Triple H came out. Adam Pearce came out. And they introduced R-Truth and Miz as the World Tag Team Champions and presented them with brand new belts. And, of course, like I said, the name change. So we see those old, horrible red and silver belts. They are gone away forever. And now we got the World Tag Team belts. Now, I will admit it is a better design compared to the previous design. But it's just literally Damian World Heavyweight Championship. It just said World Tag Team. I mean, it's kind of lazy, WWE, but we get it. You're pressed for time. You got to put it on TV, all of that, make appearances. I get it. But it's a lazy look, but it's a better look. I will say that. But this is the brand new belts this will be the brand new tag team belts for the Raw division. I know they will do the same with SmackDown this week. They will give them brand new tag team belts. They probably call them WWE Tag Team Champions. You know, I hope that belt don't look like the Cody's world title. But this is the brand new design and look for the World Tag Team Champions. This is a much better look. And also the same night, right after this, these belts were presented to R-Truth and Miz Awesome Truth, they call them. Also as well, there was a match naming their number one contenders for the World Tag Team Championships, and it ended up becoming, as you see at the bottom, DIY. They won the match. They defeated Creed Brothers and New Day in a triple threat match, triple tag team match. Yeah, Creed Brothers did good. They are definitely over with the fans. I remember watching Creed Brothers with NXT. Definitely did their thing. I actually thought they was going to win the match at one point. But they didn't. It ended up being DIY. DIY coming fresh off the WrestleMania moment. It wasn't that six-pack challenge. But they're going to compete for the World Tag Team Championship match. And that will be next week on Monday Night Raw. Don't like also treat it as comedic act. Yeah, if anything, I would rather see the belts on DIY or Creed Brothers. We know that Also Truth was together for a pop for R-Truth because even Triple H acknowledged that he got his WrestleMania moment at WrestleMania 40. But I would like to see anybody else besides with the tag team belts as of now. I like Also Truth, but not as the World Tag Team Championship match. Like you say right here, Gerard, They are better as a comedic act. DIY forced down our throats. Yeah, they kind of are, but DIY, they've been together for a long time since NXT days, the early NXT days, the original Black and Gold. But anybody but Awesome Truth. If DIY wins, then Creed Bros can defeat them, At the end of the day, everybody wins if Awesome Truth loses the tag team championship. But that was a segment for that. You guys let me know what you think of the new designs. Do you like the new designs? Or are you okay with the old ones? You guys let me know. I would like to see what's going on. H Creation, welcome to the Red Carpet Reign. Say this right now. Your mother's very good. You better get out of here with that nonsense. I'm going to give you a warning. Don't be coming here talking. Stay on topic on this show. Because if you don't stay on this topic, I can almost guarantee you will be booted out of here and you hear a little something like this.
Bye-bye, bitch. Bye-bye, bitch.
All right, let's get back to Monday Night Raw. We're going to go to the next segment of that. Now, the next segment, let's see what was going on. We had a match too, and it was Candice LeRaes, speaking of which, was right after this match. We know that Candice LeRaes was showing the heel tactics lately. We know that Indy Hartwell was conflicted what she should do. But in the day, they ended up winning the match because the former NXT Women's Champion Indy Hartwell had been ridiculed by LeRaes previously, but she cheated enough here to win. Judging by the look on her face, Candice was very impressed, meaning during the match against Ivy Now and Maxie Dupree, it seemed like Ivy had got a tag, but the ref didn't see it. The ref was distracted by Indy Hartwell, but when Indy did, since Candice was down too, Candice was the legal tag. Indy kicked Maxine. She rolled Candice on top of her. 1, 2, 3. They won the match. So looks like Indy is finally getting on page with Candice. And I think we got ourselves an official tag team heel. I think that's what's going on. Definitely. Definitely. That's what we got going on right now. And that's what's going on. But definitely, we good. You said in this year should be champions. Yeah, so far I like Miss Champions. You want the face that runs to play soundbite? I can play that soundbite. I think I got it stashed somewhere. Up in here. Face that runs the place.
The face that runs the place.
But yeah, but Candice and Indy are a good tag team, and then now they're heel. I want to see what they're going to do with them next. What's going to be the next move for them? You say here, Gerard, I think Candice should have a singles heel run. That's not a bad idea. And she could even be inserted maybe into the women's championship picture later on. Not right now because they're doing a tag team with Indy. I don't think she's going to flip on her just yet. Since Indy's get on the same page, they're going to be good. So yes, that's a good one though. But yeah, this was a good segment. This was good. I like to see where the story goes. Indy and Candice are officially pretty much here. That's the way they're doing it. Now later on in the evening, we also had, since Rhea's out, I guess Damian is the undisputed leader of the Judgment Day. But I do know that Finn did mention to Damian, we gotta get them tag team belts back. They were the previous tag team champions. But Damian said focus on Jey Uso tonight. And obviously it wasn't good enough because he lost. Uso defeated Finn Balor and they attacked him afterwards. Finn, the rest of Judgment Day of JD and Dominic Mysterio attacked them, and Damian was coming to let Jay know that we got a world title match coming. Damian didn't want that, and it seemed like there's problems in the Judgment Day. It seems like they're going to split this team up at some given point, given that Rhea is out, given that maybe Finn is jealous of Damian now he's world champion, and they don't want to focus on But Damian want to focus on the tag team belts, and maybe we could get a future match of, at some given point in the near future, we could get that match of that may happen. It could be. I thought this would happen, and now it seems like it's starting to come to light. We could get a future match of a future feud of Damian versus Finn. That's all I'm saying. We could get that, but who knows? Who knows? Indy Hartwell's bringing low-key Candice down. It could be. Edwin Loomis said AEW, CM Punk. Indy should be in NXT, not main roster. I actually liked her in NXT, and she was the NXT Women's Champion before an injury. But I think they just did that to get her off, get her with Candice. I think the main reason she's on the main roster, Gerard, because of Candice LeRaes, because they're a tag team, and we know Candice LeRaes is a very good competitor. But yeah, other than that, Damian and Finn we got later on in the future. I think those two are going to go at it at some given point. That's at least how I see it. But it seems like it's going to be tense between these two at some given point. But who knows what the next move is going to be? Who knows? Definitely knows, but definitely something to look into. Keep your eyes on Finn Balor and the rest of Judgment Day and how Damian runs Judgment Day. Those will be key points. I do see this thing finally breaking up due to the issues with Rhea being gone and Damian now being champion. At least that's how I see it right now. Happy for Damian, but Dijak. Yeah, I like Dijak. Dijak is good, man. He's good. I can't wait till he come back to the main roster because he was there previously as a part of the Retribution stable that failed. I would like to see what that happened. And also look out for Obafemi. He's another big man that's doing well. Definitely. Damian's a world champion. I think he's going to be running things now that Rhea's gone. So look for Damian to run the whole show and get it where it needs to be. At least that's how I see it. That's how I see it's going down. Damian versus that. You said Dijak for Damian feud. Oh, yeah, definitely. Definitely see that happening. Definitely see that happening. And also, since we're getting more into the whole content, if you want to check more of this out, come to Red Carpet Ring on YouTube only. We will put it up on X. Check out more from there. But also, I do see a good feud with that. And Obafemi and May, those could be good feuds as well in the near future. Other than that, though, this was a good segment. I want to see what more they're going to do with the Judgment Day since now Rhea is gone. Let's see what the next step will be. But meanwhile, what else happened on Monday Night Raw for April 15th? What else happened? What else went down? Let's see. Obafemi versus Ivar coming up, but Ivar will lose as he got no momentum coming up. You're talking about NXT. Yep, that is coming up. You're right, Gerard. Definitely coming up. But we're going to see what else happens on Monday Night Raw, April 15th. I believe what happened, we had Cody Rhodes come out, the undisputed WWE champion. You guys notice that they're getting away from the Universal name. Mark my words, they're going to retire that belt that Roman had. They're going to tie that belt design, I believe, and the name undisputed going to be gone. It's going to be gone. It's going to be gone at some point. Now, like I said, Cody Rhodes, he came out. He talked about The Rock a little bit. He mentioned some things. What he said was he, got the champ here. He said he believed the final boss has one more match left in him, and that it's like to continue to see the idea between them battling in the future. But he said last week attack on Jimmy Uso by Solo and Tama Tonga, who made his debut on SmackDown, who really questioned for Tama Tonga to attack Jimmy Uso, and we really believe it's The Rock, not Roman Reigns, the tribal chief. We saw that if you checked out Friday Night SmackDown, their review on that as well. Damian Dijak, yeah, threat. Yep, they sure did. Yep, they're getting rid of the Universal title because the reason I say that, you notice that WWE almost every episode, whether it's Raw, SmackDown, new era, new era, new era, new era. Meaning, not only they changed the champions, they're changing names, and one of the names going to be changed is the Universal Championship. And we know, if you guys know, Triple H was not a fan of the Universal Championship. That was a Vince McMahon thing, not a Triple H thing. Now that we know that Vince McMahon is out of WWE, can't even mention the man's name on TV anymore, they are going to get rid of all the stuff he's done, all the designs. Universal will be one of them. So mark my words, it will be called WWE Champion. Even Undisputed is going to be gone. How can the title be undisputed if you got two world champions? Undisputed means the only world champion. Since Damian is the world heavyweight champion on Raw and Cody is on SmackDown, there's no more undisputed. It's disputed, not undisputed. So, with that being said, we're going to have the WWE Championship. Not undisputed WWE Championship, and most certainly not undisputed WWE Universal Champion. That all out the window. Only WWE Champion is what this championship should be called for now and definitely in the future. So that's what's going on. And I think they're going to change that design as well at some given point. Let's be honest, that design Cody has right now, that is Roman Reigns' championship. That particular design, that's still Roman Reigns' belt. It was made for him. If they ain't going to change the design in the name belt, they'll get rid of Undisputed because it still say Undisputed Champion. They'll change it to WWE Champion. They'll keep the design, but they're going to get rid of that whole title of Undisputed or Universal. That would be out of there. Ain't going to be no more of that. But other than that, though, they're teasing The Rock versus Cody Rhodes. And Cody Rhodes wants to know what's going on with Tama Tonga debuting on SmackDown and attacking Jimmy. And I also believe Jimmy Uso will link back up with Jey Uso, because Jey Uso talked about it, say he just want him to be with him. But I do like Cody as champion still. What you say, Gerard? Eddie Hartwell should be sent back to NXT. Ivy now is doing a very good job in the main roster. Maxine Dupree's improving, but she should be in development. You are on point. I gotta get some news to you. You're on point a lot of stuff you're saying, Gerard. You're on the money right now.
Because I am that damn good.
Now, think about it is what you're saying. B-Fab, since she's helping, she's in a stable, with Bobby Lashley and Street Profits, she's gonna stay put. Since Indy's attached to Candice LeRaes in the tag team, and that's what she's needed the most, she gonna stay put. Should they be on NXT a little bit longer? Yeah, I agree, but that's not where they need it currently. Maxine Dupree is improving, and she did the Fisherman suplex. She looked very smooth, a little smoother compared to, but she still needs some work to be done, and I think that's why to keep her in the tag with Ivy now, Gerard, to protect her, make her look good. But we're gonna give Maxine some time, give her some work, and next thing you never know. She may be one of the most best women in the roster. I mean, look at Trish Stratus. Trish Stratus was very green when she started. She went from being a a manager to TNA testing Albert back in the day, if you guys remember that. And she ended up becoming one, if not one of the best women, one of the greatest women wrestlers of all time. So we gotta give it time. Tama Tonga's father is Haku, the Hall of Famer Haku, who also was known as Mang in WCW. That's his father. Yeah, no problem, Gerard. Yeah, the Fisherman suplex was good. I'm not gonna lie. I liked how she did that. Very good the way she did that to Candice LeRaes. And I think that's what they're working with. It's like ever since Maxine Dupree got ridiculed and booed by the fans, she really stepped her game up. They run with that angle. So WWE basically, they know how to take a real life situation and turn it to $1 million. But yeah, other than that, that's Cody Rhodes we talked about. But we're going to get to the main event of the evening. And what do I mean by that? I am talking about, yes, I'm talking about the main event tonight. And the main event that we're talking about is is going to be Sami Zayn versus Chad Gable for the Intercontinental Championship in Sami Zayn's hometown. Very good match, very good main event. But unfortunately, Chad put up a good fight. Despite putting up a good fight, despite him, all his efforts, everything, ankle lock, you name it, suplex, you name it, kick out. Sami Zayn hit the haluva kick, 1, 2, 3. Sami Zayn retains his Intercontinental Championship in his hometown and in front of his family, in front of his wife. So it was a good match. Definitely Cody Rhodes is a new champion. Dross Jr., thanks for coming out. Yep, that's true. That's why I was happy. I knew it would build Maxine pre-national conference. You're right. This match was good. It was a very good main event, but we all knew at some given point that Chad was going to turn. Despite him helping Sami Zayn train for WrestleMania, he defeat Gunther. But other than that, though, we did see. What you say, Gerard? Skip Piper, Niver, Chelsea. I mean, it was nothing to talk about in that match. I mean, that match, Piper, Niver, Chelsea Green, it was a quick 2-3 minute match. Chelsea Green didn't really do nothing. I mean, that match was boring. I mean, they defeated Katana Chance and Caden Carter. I mean, I mentioned that's part of the match card, but I mainly mentioned the important matches, the main ones that people talk about. I mean, that match really nothing to talk about. I mean, Chelsea Green got a win for once, and she's only noticed when she's doing her Chelsea Green entrance by Samantha Irvin. But really, I mean, Chelsea really do nothing. She really do nothing. She mainly Piper do all the work. But I know you're a fan of Chelsea, but yeah, she got to win though. You said they should boo Maxine Dupree so she can step up. Yeah, she can definitely step up. Definitely. Chelsea Gray deserves a singles heel run. I don't know if she deserves a singles heel run. She's perfect in a tag team right now. She already proved herself to be a singles heel run. I disagree with that right now. That I disagree with. You said who are the women's tag team champions? Kabuki Warriors of Kairi Sane and Asuka that are on SmackDown. But other than that, though, Chad Gable put up a good match, but unfortunately, since he lost, and Sami was not going to lose in his hometown, and he just won the Intercontinental Championship. We knew that wasn't going to happen, but unfortunately, Chad Gable, and it's the main part of the show, Chad Gable has snapped after losing the Intercontinental title match to Sami Zayn, and he snapped like this.
His wife and wait a minute, Gable from behind with a German suplex.
That's what happened with Chad Gable. He couldn't take it no more. He got tired of taking the L's. He got tired of losing. He felt like he helped Sami train to win his title. And now we finally got him as heel. And I think Chad Gable as a heel is good. Thank you. Thank you. That's what Chad Gable says. I don't see that goofy character no more. He's much more serious. And I don't even see it with America Alpha Academy no more. It seemed like Maxine and Otis and Akara is doing their own thing, and he's on his own as a heel, similar to how AJ Styles was with the OC, and now he's on his own doing his own thing. That's the same thing they're running with Chad Gable right now. I actually like him. Yeah, I know you like Chelsea. I know you like Chelsea there. But other than that, though, I see definitely a good heel turn from Chad Gable. That's what's going on. And it's going to be a good one. We're going to see a good feud between Chad Gable and Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental Championship. It could even have a match at Backlash. They can have a good match there. They can have a good feud. And I could even see Chad Gable eventually, as I stated before, as others I believe has said too, we want to see him with the Intercontinental Championship. Nothing against Sami. Sami putting to work, but Sami's already been an Intercontinental Championship champion. He already held that title before now. But I like how that he is holding the title now because Shaq could win the title off someone good like Sami, or even when Gunther held it. And I would love to see. Yeah, he definitely he'll run best for business. Yes, I can't wait to see what happens. But that's the way that they're going to run with it. But other than that, though, very good match ending. Good way to end Raw. But with that being said, we're going to end Monday Night Raw review. And what is my review on this whole thing? I give it a 5 out of 5. Good storylines built. The only thing that was a downer, and like I said earlier, I don't think she's really hurt, is storyline, and we'll talk about that very shortly with Rhea Ripley. She relinquished, vacated the women's championship. Chad Gill's, heel turn after losing the title match to Sami. We got number one contenders for the World Tag Team belts, not longer Raw Tag Team Championships. We got brand new World Tag Team title designs. That's good. We see stuff that's friction in the Judgment Day. It's just storylines all over, and they all make sense. And like I said, very good storyline built around everything. All good things. And I gotta say, this is a very awesome episode of Monday Night Raw with the storyline and everything.
And I'm awesome!
But yeah, definitely a good one. Give it a 5 out of 5. Can't wait to see what's going on. Yeah, I don't like her piercing tattoos of Kaden Carter, and she's a little chubby there. But that's my opinion. Everyone, I get their own opinion. Everyone has their own taste. But other than that, this was a good Raw review. Very good Raw. As we end it here with Monday Night Raw, stay tuned. It's not over just yet. Just part one of the show. We're going to get to the bonus round of this stream, talking about who will be the next women's champion. Let's get into the whole thing. Let's get into it, y'all. All right. We are here at the bonus round. Now we know that Rhea Ripley, we agree that it's said that it's gonna be a brand new women's champion. Rhea Ripley had to relinquish the belt due to injury by Liv Morgan, but there will be a brand new champion. Definitely a brand new champion. Question is, who will be the brand new women's champion? Because this is the bonus round here at the red carpet ring. Now, Rhea, we know, lost her belt. She was champion, as stated before. Very good championship run. Actually, she's tied with Bayley for the longest singles. Well, not tied with Bayley for the longest, but one of the longest. And she was champ for 380 days. And this is Rhea Ripley we talking about. But since she is no longer women's champion, the belt is vacated. And think about it is, I have 3 candidates, who will be the next women's champion, who has the chance to win it. Now it's obvious who the person that attacked Rhea Ripley could be the next women's champion. Who am I talking about? We are talking about the one and only, who has been getting a lot of storylines, a lot of build. Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan could be the next women's champion. We know that she had a rivalry with Rhea. As she stated, Rhea attacked her, put on the shelf for many months. And we know Liv just came back not too long ago. We also know that she was competing in the Elimination Chamber for a shot at Rhea's title when Rhea was champion, did not win. We also know she had a feud with Becky Lynch, the number one contender at that time for the women's champion. And she lost to Becky. But we know that Liv could be very well, good chance to be new champion. I'm not so big on this heel Liv Morgan. I like the perky, good Liv Morgan. But we know Liv Morgan, it seemed like a tweener and showing signs of a heel turn when she cut this type of promo like this.
This is karma at its very finest, and Rhea got exactly what she deserved.
So yeah, Liv Morgan has no remorse whatsoever for Miss Rhea Ripley, Mommy, as they call her. Call her Mommy. Yep. So she definitely will be a number one contender to get it. Gerard said, I love the bonus round. I'm glad no one beat Rhea. Just curious who deserves it. By the way, if the mid-card title is successful, NXT will transfer to the main roster. I think the mid-card on NXT is a test run to see how it will run. It could very well go to main roster. I think because the women's roster is very stacked on NXT as well as the main roster, they may just keep it on NXT and main roster get their own women's Intercontinental Championship. So I think they're testing it out. But let's see what else you say about Liv Morgan. You said Liv Morgan don't deserve it. Sorry, but not impressed with the promo. But, I'm not buying to this whole Liv Morgan as a heel. I'm not buying into it. I'm not. She seemed better off as a baby face or a tweener. That's how I see it. I'm not so big on that right now at this given point in time. I don't know. That's just me. I'm not really buying to that right now. Can she get over as a heel? If it's constructed right, maybe just maybe she'll get over. But I do see her maybe at close to the top of the list as far as being a contender or even being the next women's world champion. I could at least say that about her. I could at least say that. Who knows? But it wouldn't surprise me though. She because remember, she didn't have no match at WrestleMania. She wasn't even on the card. So we could only tell if they're gonna finally do something with her character. Only time would tell, But that's how I see the whole thing going down. But that's just me. That's how I see the whole thing. I don't know. That's at least how I would structure that with Liv Morgan. But she definitely. You say you want a Liv Morgan that a heel Liv Morgan that might get you interested. If it's done right, possibly. You said Rhea's not my mommy. Jada Parker could be my mommy, Chelsea Green. Gerard, you funny, man. But anyway, you something else, man. But you say you're buying into a Liv Morgan heel. Maybe. I don't know. She gotta have that fire and that edge to be a proper heel. If you got the heel, that's the problem we have with Roxanne Perez on NXT. She's a heel, but everyone's not buying into it, even though I would like to see that happen. And it is happening now. I'm trying to see, can I get the same vibe with Liv Morgan? Get that little fire in you. Even Roxanne Perez on NXT, who is the champion, has that fire in her. I just want to see more fire in her, and they're starting to do that with her attacking Rhea Ripley and make her vacate the title. Maybe that'll work. Maybe that will work for her. I would like to see what the next move going to be with that. But definitely, I would like to see what happens next with that. Because it would be amazing to see how they would structure that out. Well, than that, I'm all for it if it's done correctly. If it ain't done correctly, then it's going to be a waste of time. It's going to be a waste of time. That's how I see the whole thing going down. They got to do it right or don't do it at all. That's how I see the whole scenario. That's how I see the whole scenario, if that. Got to do it correctly. Because it's going to be a waste of a whole run. It's going to be a waste. It'll be a whole waste if it's not done properly. And that's what we want. We want it done properly. We want it done ran right. We don't want it all over the place. Chelsea J, probably crazy, man. Yeah, fire. Yeah, it's important for the heel to have fire. That's what we need out of Liv Morgan in order for her to complete this heel turn, if it's going to be complete at all, and have her be a proper heel and put herself over, especially if she's going to be the champion. Let's be honest. We want that out of her. That's the only way that would be constructed correctly. Now, you said Roxanne Perez as a heel. I'm not buying to it, but I'm just not sold she come off as cuckoo. Yeah, she do seem kind of crazy, and I don't think that's a storyline, Gerard. I think Roxanne seemed a little crazy in real life. She's too much into it. Chelsea green card. Yep, Chelsea green card. Definitely. Now I would love to see that happen. Give to Shayna or Nia. Well, we'll get to that in a second. One thing you did say, Gerard, that's what they're doing now, and I think that's what they're going to do with Liv Morgan. You said the Morgan revenge tour can't get over. She gets a wrecking attack random baby faces. Yeah, like I said, you got to be constructed right. If you don't do it right, don't do it at all. And that's all I'm saying regarding this whole Liv Morgan thing, period. It got to be done right. Because if not, it's going to be all for nothing. And that's all we want as fans. Because it ain't done right, trust me, it'll be a complete waste of time. As a whole. It'll be a whole waste. And that's what we don't want, for if she's going to be the proper person to be the brand new women's champion. So that's all I'm concerned about regarding her. But she's not the only one who's going to be in line for the women's champion. Who am I talking about next? I know she's out right now. I know she just had a match at Mania. Becky Lynch. Will Becky Lynch could she come back from being, maybe, she had the strep throat, flu. Maybe she could come back out of nowhere and be crowned the women's champion. Could Becky Lynch be a very good candidate to win this belt? She could very well get over. That's all I'm saying regarding this whole thing. Becky did have a match against Rhea. She did win the Elimination Chamber spot to get a match. She had an opportunity. She could come back out of nowhere. WWE is known for doing surprises. But then again, we're in a new era. Maybe Becky won't get that. Maybe she won't get that whole thing. Maybe she ain't going to get time. Maybe she'll be just the one chasing for the Women's World Championship, as she did when Rhea was champion. Maybe Becky Lynch could be a candidate. You never know. Yep, definitely. Yep, Gerard said, no, Becky. I'm tired of her. I'm tired of her too. She is boring, but we know that she was the last person to contend for the Women's World Championship at WrestleMania 40 against Rhea Ripley when she was champion. She could very well be the one to do it. I'm not saying she's going to win it. She could be the front runner or not the front runner. And like I said, she could very well be the best chaser for the Women's World Championship. She could chase whoever wins the world title for the women's division. She could be the best chaser for it. She could be the always one in contention, but just don't win it. Good chaser. Sometimes there are better chasers than there are better world champions. And I believe Becky Lynch is a better chaser to be the Women's World Championship than to be the actual Women's World Champion. She could chase for the belt, get in many matches like WrestleMania 40 or at a SummerSlam or at a Money in the Bank, Backlash, or even Survivor Series, or even at the new event Bash in Berlin. But that don't mean she gotta be the Women's World Champion. She could just contend for it. Better chaser than better champion. That's the best way I'll describe Becky Lynch. You said, I'm so bored of Becky, she should take a page out of Barry Court's book and reinvent herself. She ain't gonna do that. She's a big name. She's they're gonna run with the man gimmick. I don't think she reinvent herself. She do, I'd be surprised. And I agree, Baron Corbin has reinvented himself on NXT, and he should be the NXT champion as it kept right now. My opinion. When you said Becky should let a contract expire, go to TNA roster, I highly doubt that would happen. In the words of the former chairman of WWE, Mr. McMahon, I don't see no, and I mean no chance of that happening at any time.
No chance in hell.
But yeah, I'm not a fan of Becky either, but I know political wise, she could be in the main event for the women's title picture. She could stay in there because she is the man. She has a name, you know. And like I said, she didn't have no bad injury. She just had a flu and a strep throat. She didn't have no injury or anything of any sort that last time I checked. It doesn't work for smaller women. Liv will feel like Alexa Bliss. I hate to say this, but you got a point, good brand.
Because I am that damn good.
But yeah, Becky Lynch, will she be the next women's champion? Now we got one more candidate, and that's only because I'm going off people who's close to the world title, or at least being realistically here and saying who could be the closest one, going off what we see right now on Monday Night Raw. But as of course things may change in the WWE, we are in a new era. I will say this particular individual, she was mentioned earlier, I will say she's a good candidate. Who am I talking about? Nia Jax could be the next women's champion. I could very well see her doing it, and she could be very well the odds-on favorite to win. Be the very odds-on favorite to win this championship, believe it or not. She could very well do it. I would not be surprised if she wins that title. I would not be surprised. So let's not be shocked here. Nia Jax cut a good promo here. Yes, yeah, I agree with that. Maybe that will happen in NXT soon. I'm tired of Ilya with the belt. But let's get on to Nia Jax. You know, yeah, she has lost momentum being on TV, but here's the thing. She was competing for the Women's Championship, and she was hard to beat. Her and Rhea Ripley had a great match at Elimination Chamber. Great match. And I think she could be the one to come in and win the match and be crowned the Women's World Champion. I could see her doing that. Let's see what she said in a promo. And this was backstage with Kathy Kelly after the announcement of Rhea vacating the Women's World Champion, and there will be a new champion. This was right after Liv Morgan segment. This is what Nia Jax had to say regarding this whole situation.
Fear Nia Jax, and those who learn to fear Nia Jax. No one on this planet is taking.
That's what Nia Jax had to say, and Nia Jax still got that fire in her. She still got that feel like she should be the top woman in the women's division. And with that being said, she will be maybe the next women's world champion. She cut a good promo. Liv don't only have a claim to this, a reason. Nia Jax now may have a reason as well. That's all I'm saying regarding that. Gerard said, however, if they reprise her role of dropping bodies, then yes, she's best for business right now. Not Becky, no Liv Morgan, unless Liv Morgan goes on a tear. Yeah, and if I had to narrow it down, Gerard, I would say it comes down to Nia Jax and possibly Liv Morgan, because we are in the new era, as they've stated almost every episode of WWE Raw or SmackDown. But Nia only had the World Championship once in her career. Was not good. You know, and I think that's when she beat Alexa Bliss. Nia Jax, we all can agree, has reinvented herself. She is not botchy, nowhere near like she was. She's actually much more smoother in the ring, similar to, you know, big women. If we want to talk about wrestling, similar to a Piper Niven, similar to a Willow Nightingale. She, for a big woman, she is much more smoother, not botching, not hurting people, and actually entertaining for once. You know, I would love to see what's going to happen next week with this Women's World Championship. And I think Nia Jax is the main front runner to win this brand new Women's World Championship. I can see her win this belt. I would not see any other reason why she shouldn't win this World Championship, because she looks like a force to be reckoned with, you know. But if they go with political wise, they'll go with Becky Lynch. And you know, since Becky is the man, they'll go political like this.
Spoken and spun like a true politician. I mean,
that's what they'll do if it go on Becky Lynch, but I can see it going on Nia Jax. Nia Jax has very, very much claim as a Liv to win the Women's World Championship, because other than Becky Lynch, she was the one competing for it. And she looked like she could defeat Rhea. She almost beat Rhea at Elimination Chamber. She put up a good fight. So she could be the very well one to do it. Yeah, Nia plays her role well. I like Nia. And with that being said, I think this new Nia Jax, this brand new character, I think she's awesome, man. She's definitely an awesome one. Very awesome.
And I'm awesome!
But yeah, definitely. I would like to see what happens with Nia Jax next week on Monday Night Raw. Could she be the one to win that Women's World Championship? Now, I don't know if it's going to be a tournament. I don't know if it's going to be a one-on-one. Could be a triple threat. Maybe Nia Jax, maybe against Liv Morgan and Becky Lynch, or maybe they have a battle royal for this brand new Women's Championship. So it looked like it could very well go down. Very well could go down. So I would like to see what's the next move with Nia Jax. You said I would love to see Nia Jax, Jacob Fatu, Tamina, and Tama Tonga the faction. That's a great idea, Gerard. But unfortunately, since the bloodline story is continuing on, that's not going to happen right now. Maybe in the future, because Tamina, I forgot what happened to her, but definitely. Nia and Maxine Free should have a side cut like Bailey. I don't know about that one. But yeah, other than that, Nia Jax is the other woman competitor that I see winning the Women's World Championship. And like I said, we're going to have it next week on Raw. I don't know how it's going to go down, but they're definitely going to have one because they need to crown a new women's champion. One of these two women could win this championship, or Becky Lynch if you want to add her name to the mix. But these are the top two that we saw on Monday Night Raw talking about it. Other than that, Nia Jax could very well win this championship, and it could be Liv Morgan. It's either going to be, like I said, a triple threat, one-on-one, or a battle royal, or a tournament. But I think tournament's too long. Since they said it will be crowned, I would say a battle royal is going to happen. More likely, since Triple H want to give everybody in the women's division an opportunity to win this championship, more like going to be a quick, a 15-woman battle royal, 10, 15-woman battle royal. Whoever wins the battle royal, whoever last feet hit the rope last, they lose. Whoever standing in the ring will be crowned your brand new Women's World Champion. And that's how I see this whole thing going down next week on Monday Night Raw. And that's all I have regarding this whole situation. The question about it is, who will be the next women's champion? You guys let me know in the live chat right now and the playback in the comment section below who will be crowned the brand new women's champion due to Rhea Ripley unfortunately vacating the championship due to injury from Liv Morgan last week on Monday Night Raw. Soon to reveals a pop-up for Red Carpet Reign. The first video will be Becky Lynch, the man, not your average girl highlights. Next video will be why the NXT Women's North American Championship. Definitely. Thank you all for coming out. I appreciate it. Appreciate all your support. Stream was lit. Thank you, Gerard. Appreciate your input, man. Come with good ideas. A good contributor to both my channels. Until then, it is OUT.